Northern Collegiate Hockey Association action on the way. We have a doubleheader today with the women's game about to drop the puck, the men's game at 7 o'clock. The schools are the same. It'll be the Sabres of Marian University visiting the Spartans of Aurora University. We're glad you're here. Happy Friday afternoon. My name is Sean Fry, in for Bill Downing this afternoon. A couple of teams that are looking for an offensive outburst. Both Aurora and Marian have struggled to consistently put the puck in the net this season, and they come in to today's contest, the first of two of a weekend series, only separated by 2 points despite having the same record in NCHA play. They're both 2-5-1. Marian a couple of additional points for making it out of regulation. Marian 4-10-1 overall. Aurora is 2-10-2. How did we get here? Shootout win for Marian Friday last week at Lake Forest, or rather at home against Lake Forest. That was scoreless through 65 minutes. And they lost to the Foresters on the road on Saturday 5-2. While Aurora was in Minnesota and the Twin Cities last weekend, lost at Augsburg Friday night 3-0, and then went to overtime with Hamlin before falling 2-1. So Aurora trying to snap a 5-game skid coming in to this one, while for the Sabres, it hasn't really gone a whole lot better. Yes, they have the shootout win, but have not registered a regulation win in their last four either. Both teams' last regulation win, or at least regulation or overtime win, both against the Lawrence Vikings. We'll bring you the starting lineups in just a moment, and the national anthem. It's game number 15 of the season for Aurora, and it's on the way here from Fox Valley Ice Arena. And with that, let's meet our goaltending matchup for this Friday afternoon. For Marian, it'll be the freshman from Beloit, Wisconsin, Jillian Traver, making her third start. .660 goals against average in 2 appearances with an .861 save percentage. Just made her Marian debut on January 3rd, making 45 stops against UW Superior. Did not appear against Lake Forest last weekend. It's Zoe Campbell, the freshman from Alaska, for Aurora. A .275 goals against average and a .934 save percentage. The latter has her in the top 5 in the NCHA. Made 39 stops in both games of the Minnesota trip. Has been very good for Aurora this season. The third line for AU gets the start. It's Jillian Billsborough, Samira Schmidt, and Liza Davies, with the second defensive pairing of Annabelle Scriber and Keelana Schmidt. It's the second line for Marian, centered by Dana Jones, who spent the first part of the season at defense. She moves up to the forward line. She centers Jaden Gorski and Rebecca Larson. And it's one from a couple of defensive pairs starting the game for Marian. Ella Spees from the top line and Olivia Lauby from the third defensive pairing getting the start for Marian. Referees tonight, Ryan Reichel and Samantha Hiller. It's Eric Netzel as the linesmen, as Schmidt and Jones are in for the draw at center ice, and Aurora wins the face-off, and we're off here from Geneva on this Friday, and Aurora turns it over right away. It's fired back into the Aurora end. Scriver goes back for it, and Aurora will try to go the other way, but it's passed to Spees at the line, who fires. It catches a stick and ends up in the top shelf 15 seconds into the game. And I think it caught an Aurora stick, as Spees was the first one through the handshake line at the Marian bench. Her first of the season. And a devastating start for Aurora. The first shot moments into the game is in the net. Aurora looking to regroup after they win another face-off. Turn it over in the slot in the Marian end, then it's out to center ice and over the Aurora line. Zara Post, Kara Cook, Ellie Visser, the top forward line for Aurora. Peyton Elliott, Courtney Doctor, and Olivia Bazzelli, the second line. Aurora Williams, Melina Kane, and Emiliana Casillo are the fourth line. Of course, Billsborough, Schmidt, and Davies, the third line for Aurora. Top defensive pairing for Aurora, McKenna Brownlee and Tegan Moffitt. Scriver and Schmidt, the second pair. Courtney Rook, Alex Johnson are the third defensive pairing. The extra skater is the forward, Riley O'Brien. Unassisted, Spees at 15 seconds. Announcement here over the public address at Fox Valley Ice Arena. Looks like it got the stick of Schmidt right at the point, and that put it on the money and over Campbell. Aurora in their own end, turned over by Johnson. For a moment, it comes to the half wall. It's chipped at in the corner and skated onto by Hunter. Comes out to the point where Traver lets it fly, caught a skate, ends up in the corner where Chimenti is at it. To the point it goes. Chimenti plays catch there, fires into the slot, and it's out to center ice. Jenna Ray Bateman, Sydney Shipper, and Piper Miller are the top forward line for Marian. Gorski, Jones, and Larson the second line. Zoe Hunter, Olivia Church-Sawinski, and Mallory Schmidt are the third line. Madeline Chimenti, Emma Heidi, Michaela Powers the fourth line, with the extra skater today, Rhiannon Doolin. She plays defense. The defensive pairings are Spees and Summer Mullen, the first pair. Aubriella Westfall and Caitlin Traver, the second pair. Jessica Tadovich and Lauby are the third pair for Marian. We are 2.5 minutes in. Aurora gaining the line in on Traver. It's Jillian Traver, the goalkeeper, who turns it aside into the corner, and it's tied up there. Casillo comes away with it. Lost an edge trying to skate into the slot, and it's out and back to the Aurora line, where Brownlee regroups and joins the rush into the circle. Swept it into the pads of Traver. It'll be gathered by Mullen for the Sabres, and she'll come out through her own end. And gains the line. It's blocked down right there by Brownlee. And Schmidt will circle and turns it over to Tadovich. 2-on-1 now. Tadovich to the near side, at the side of the net. It bounces behind the cage. It's not on the netting. It's just pinned up right on the back of the net. Jammed at it, came out to Campbell and then swept wide. Another try. It was Miller. Couldn't steer it on net. 16:37 left in the first. Aurora down 1-0 to the line and not out. It's jammed back in as Tadovich up from the blue line, having to play down low. Held in at the line by Spiess, who rims that around, and chasing it is Jones. Aurora with possession now in their own end. It's to Davies on the near wall. Off the glass and out to center ice. Aurora will hustle to get a change. Marian funnels it along the wall and back into the Aurora zone. It's Johnson looking for help. She's dispossessed. And a puck battle in the corner, 2-on-1, an easy win for Aurora as Johnson comes away with it. And the Spartans to move out to center ice. It's Billsborough who gains the line. Tried to sauce a pass to Visser, who caught it and shoveled the backhand wide. Visser follows and out to the point for Johnson, who loads and then sends it behind the goal. It's out of the reach of Cook, who will follow the play up the wall where it's pinned up. Post got to it. Gorski wins the battle for Marian, takes it down the right wing, loses the puck at the Aurora line. More than 4.5 minutes into the first. 1-0 Marian on the first shot of the game. 15 seconds in. Here's a shot from the point that Campbell steers aside. It's behind the Aurora net. Johnson following and will reverse it to Rook, who was waiting for it here on the near side. Aurora trying to break out. Pass is stolen. It's Chimenti, the drop pass, and the shot through traffic from Powers was calmly steered away by Campbell. It's still behind the Aurora net. They're struggling to get it out of their own end right now. Chimenti's on it in the corner, but couldn't find it in her skates. Tadovich will come up from the point, sent it deep. It hit a skate and rolled right in on Campbell, who covers up. 1-0 Marian, 14:40 to play in the first. Just the 5th time Marian has scored first in, it's now their 16th game. They've won 3 of the previous 4. It's their fastest goal to start a game this season. Off the face-off, it's one for Piper Miller, who beats Campbell on the far side and makes it 2-0 Marian. Just a set play. Miller stepped to it, knew exactly what she was going to do, and the freshman from Fort Francis, Ontario, has doubled the Sabres' advantage at 5:23. Shipper should get the assist after winning the faceoff. And Aurora is now in some trouble. Elliott for Aurora. Fanned on the slap shot. It's in on Traver. Marian has already matched their season high for goals in a game. Not quite 6 minutes into the first period. This is not the type of offense we've seen from the Sabres, who came in averaging 1.1 goals per game. If you're looking for a total, that's 17 in 15 games. That's not a lot. A shooting percentage of less than 5%. They have 2 goals on 5 shots here so far in this first period and are looking for more. Here is Shipper entering the Aurora zone, has it on the backhand, and it's in on Campbell. And she will smother that. A face-off win for Marian. Walking into the slot was Hunter, but her backhand not able to make it on. It comes to the wall where Hunter has it again. Westfall at the point shoots. It bounced around in the slot, and Billsborough will pick up the loose puck and play it to center. To Davies. It was over the Marian line in the circle. The backhand centering feed never made it through, and it's slid to the wall where it's held in there. Rolls in on the crease. It'll be sticked away. To the near wall it goes. Johnson holds it in for Aurora and fires it deep. Billsboro goes after it. Traver will get there first. And Aurora with too many players on the ice as Schmidt was getting a change. They had 6 and touched the puck right in front of their bench, which will put Marian on the power play. And that is about as easy a too many players as you're going to get. And Schmidt will head off, serving the bench minor. Marian power play has had its struggles. 5% on the season. That is last in the NCHA, but they scored in their last game on the power play against Lake Forest, which snapped a 6-game, 27 power play skid. We'll look for their second in as many games. Spies at the line for Marian and lost it there. It's picked up by Billsboro, who will send it the length. Aurora will work on the penalty kill. Spartan penalty kill just under 76%. Spies into the Aurora end, circles and comes up top. Was not caught cleanly by Gorski, and it is over the blue line where Marian will have to regroup. But Gorski tries again, shoots. Kick saved by Campbell. It's loose to the corner where Larson, high on the backhand off the window. Degorski behind the net. Tried to jam at it from a sharp angle. It wasn't there. And now fires it to the point off the wall. Spies again up top through traffic. That is blocked by Moffitt. And Aurora will have a chance to clear to center ice. It was cut off there nicely by Spies, who's ahead to Larson quickly, trying to go to work on Moffitt, but wasn't able to come up with possession, and Cook will clear. 48 seconds left on the penalty being served by Keelana Schmidt. There's 12:05 left in the first, and it's 2-0. Marian in front on their first power play of the afternoon. Bateman got a piece. It goes behind the Aurora net for Johnson, who looks for help. Want to steer it into space and clears. Well, Aurora's penalty kill got off to a rough start. Allowed 6 goals in their first 4 games, but since then, 82% on the kill. They've been just fine killing penalties after a rough start, but they all count. They'll kill this one here as Marian's last entry attempt was denied at the Aurora line. Schmidt's back into the play and will go right to the bench. Johnson wins a puck battle right at the blue line. Puck came loose to Tadovich, who tried to fire it in. Now it's loose, and Cook will skate it through center ice. She'll go for a change as it is sent in deep to the Marian end. Powers is tied up on the wall, and to the point it goes, where Brownlee fires. That's into the glove of Traver for a stoppage. Just one shot on the Marian power play. Had a couple opportunities that didn't make it through. And Mandy Montgomery will be happy with the Spartans' first kill of the day. Face off to Traver's right. A 50-50. That'll be free to Powers and out to center ice. Gathering is Moffitt in her own end and finds Elliott at center ice. She'll gain the Marian line and pulls it to the backhand as she skates to the corner and is taken down there. Puck along the wall behind the net. Westfall will have it. And it was taken away by Visser, whose centering pass went through the blue paint, but no one home. Then a shot from the point. Stop made by Traver. Aurora applying pressure here. That puck was chopped at by Elliott. Right in on Traver, and she'll cover up. 16 seconds from midway through the first. 2-0 Marian. Sabres incredibly have only led through 20 minutes twice this season. The same is true for Aurora. They've got a lot of work to do. Emiliana Schmidt stepped into the slot, was taken down, and Aurora will have its first power play of the afternoon, as it looks like Jaden Gorski is going to go off for the trip. We'll see the Aurora power play that hasn't scored in its last 3 games. 11% on the season, 7th best in the league. Aurora has 6 power play goals, but they've been spread out over only 4 games. They have a couple where they've struck a few times. Moffitt, to the face-off win, has it at the point. Aurora gets set up. Billsboro taking off her stick on the wall. Out to the point, a good stick by Jones, who will send it into the Aurora end and follow. Scriver, Moffitt, Doctor, Elliott, and Billsboro, the power play unit on the ice for Aurora. The Marian penalty kill is at 80% on the season. And it's actually quite a bit better than that. We'll explain if we get a stoppage here. Except for the fact that all the games count. Here's Elliott, the shot tipped in. Doctor wasn't able to jam the loose puck in, and Marian clears. 1:08 to play on the penalty to Gorski. Elliott still seeking that first goal of the season. Had a good look. And Traver made the stop. Aurora gets a change now, more fully of their power play unit. Samira Schmidt's on and is over the Marian line to Ellie Visser, who follows it to the corner. And now Post picks it up on the half wall and leaves it. Slap pass, didn't make it through, comes out to Schmidt, who shoots from the high slot. And Traver hangs on to that. Now Marian allowed 13 power play goals in their first 6 games, but 7 of those were against Adrian on November 9th. Since then, they've killed 38 of 40, which is 95%. So the Bulldogs really did a number on Marian's penalty kill stats. They were one of the best penalty killing teams in the league last season. Another opportunity for Aurora. Post backhand off the pad of Traver, and Visser couldn't get to the loose puck before the freshman covered up. We're at 90% last season. That was 2nd in the NCHA and in the top 10 in the nation. So make no mistake, Julian Giantonio knows how to run a penalty kill. Final 15 seconds, Aurora looking for one more chance. Post is on the wall. That's Cook, rather. Leaves it for Schmidt. Toe drag was taken away from her, but Post follows and shoots. It's right along the ice. Traver has that, and that will more or less do it for the power play, as Aurora will get its full 2nd line out and their 2nd defensive pairing as well. And Aurora will have to be careful of Gorski, who will step out of the box right after the faceoff. And indeed, Scriver is backpedaling the center ice as Marian wins the draw. Penalty expires. Bazzelli picks up the puck, goes to Scriver at the point, whose shot was off the leg of Church Sawinski. Elliott to the loose puck to Doctor, fired it on, caromed around in front, and now out to the wall. Schmidt, the point. Slides it deep for Doctor, who's on it. On the backhand. Bazzelli will skate to the loose puck on the half wall. To Elliott now. Circles in the far corner. And a pass got through to Schmidt, then she missed it. It's off the wall, and Scriver with Gorski all over her. Have to go back for it. It was loose in front of the Aurora net for a moment. And Schmidt was able to get there. And Aurora will look to exit their own end. Bazzelli to Scriver, who finds Elliott coming over from the wing, and her pass to Bazzelli didn't connect. Back into the Aurora end, and Campbell forced to play that. The wall for Billsboro, and Aurora is a little bit out of sorts right now, trying to get out of their own end. Now they do, but it's sticked away at center ice. Schmidt picks it up in front of the Marian bench. She lost it. Aurora having trouble getting over the red line. That pass took the stick of Larson. It's played off the wall and to the Marian line. Now Jones will skate onto it for the Sabres. Plays that to the Aurora line. Larson goes to work with Rook. He's had to turn and fire to center ice where Davies will pick it up. Spies got a stick on that. She'll gather the puck and skate it out on the right wing through a check. It's to the line and onside evidently as Aurora takes it away and gives it back to Marian at the Sabres line. To Larson now on the near side. She's dispossessed at the blue line and Aurora turns and tries to go the other way on the rush. Here is Schmidt to the backhand. Looking. Threw it in front. No one there. Rolls out to the point where Brownlee was able to get to it. She'll follow it deep. Clearing attempt was off of Brownlee. It comes to the far side. Second try was blocked as well. And Casillo gets to it. No look backhand feed. Loose in front. Moffitt shoots and scores to have the Aurora deficit. Casillo just threw it in front. And Moffitt, following the play from the blue line, was able to find it and put it home. Her first of the season, her first point of the season. And it's 2-1 with Aurora getting on the board at 14-12. Could not see the puck go in from here. Too much traffic in front. Tegan Moffitt saw it, celebrated right away. Casillo with the assist. Good things happen when you just put the puck to the net. Casillo, a sophomore from New York, able to start the action. Aurora in their own end. The line's still out there and looking for more. Here's Casillo in the center ice. She's at the end of a shift, so she'll play it to the corner. Scriver from the blue line will follow it for a moment. Now Aurora has to be on the same page, and post jumped up, and Chimenti picks it up, and a good play by Schmidt took her off the puck, which will allow Kara Cook to come for it. She turns it over at the line. Miller got to it to the backhand, got it in on the letters of Campbell, and Visser picks up the loose puck. Breakout pass doesn't connect, and Marian will re-rack at center ice. To Miller on the near side. He's cut off at the Aurora line. Visser to the loose puck with 4:29 left. 2-1. Marian leading Aurora here in the first period. It's into the Marian end for Westfall. Bank pass. Did not connect, and Aurora holds the line as Rook came in. Visser picks up the loose puck and gets it behind the net for Cook. She was pinned off the puck. Visser goes after the loose biscuit. Gets to the line and not out. That's Rook through traffic, turned away by Traver. Post will get to the puck. Doctor's there as well, and it's like Shipper, the Marian captain, will come away with it. To Bateman on the wall and out to center, where Rook will take it away at the red line. Plays it back in. Aurora changing. At least their defensive pairings, as Moffitt, Johnson are back out there. On the right wing, Caitlin Traver fires it wide. Comes to the wall. And Johnson will get it to the line and through to Elliott. Tried the toe drag, didn't connect, and it's a delayed offside. As Elliott will have to go and tag up. And does as Marian comes the other way. On the puck, it's Hunter. Lost it. And Davies, fresh onto the ice, has it. And chips and follows. She has it behind the net. And into the corner, looking. She walks into the high slot, finds Schmidt. And now Billsborough on the half wall. Along the blue line, that is Brownlee. Davies in the circle, centering pass, didn't make it through. And at the end of a shift, Mallory Schmidt fires it in, goes off. Aurora will follow, 2:45 left in the first. Shots are 11-7 in favor of Aurora. We started to tilt the ice a little bit here. Had a little bit of breakout difficulty at times. I'll try again here after winning the puck back, and instead we'll just give it away at center ice. Takeaway at the red line. Hillsborough Plays it deep and goes off as Cook gives chase for Aurora. Or Casillo, rather, was giving chase. And now Scriver on the far side. Plays it right in on Traver. Mullen along the wall and will be held into the point by Casillo. Taken off her stick, and a chance here perhaps for Larson. One-on-one, looking for reinforcements, and Schmidt took it off her stick. It's right next to her. Jones came onto the loose puck, into the circle. Her shot catches a stick and ends up out of play. 1:37 left here in the first. 2-1 Marian. A rough start for Aurora, but they've settled in. And the goal from Tegan Moffitt has put them in a position to be just a goal away from getting level. Face off to Campbell's left. Point shot, hit Shipper. Still loose. Center ice, or the center of the ice more accurately, and now free for Post. 3-on-1 for Aurora developing. Post kicks it free to Cook, who fires. Kick save by Traver. And Marian now the other way on the rush. Aurora getting back on defense, puts that away rather handily. Visser on the puck. And will skate it out of her own end. Laube got a piece, and Aurora will have to regroup. So we're in the final minute. Stretch pass here for Cook, who will negate the icing and follow it for Tadovich, who lost it. Cook just skated onto the puck and finds Brownlee at the point. Now Moffitt, who lines that off the glove of Traver. Cook's there and threw it off the side of the net on the backhand. Elliott now to the puck in the corner. Second line has been active for Aurora. It's a little bit jumbled right now. Here's Moffitt again, the slap shot off the leg of Laube. Now Bazzelli's on the puck to Brownlee for a cutting Doctor. There's a glove that's on the ice as Tadovich is missing it. Centering feed, Elliott from point blank range. That caught the blocker of Traver. Another try tipped on to Traver, and Elliott jammed it home, but it's waved off. With 13 seconds left, a quick whistle. The official lost sight of the puck. Waved the play dead, and you know, for where Elliott hit it, you wonder too if you can't hit the glove and knock the puck in, so I'm not sure that it would have counted regardless. But the whistle had blown before it went in, and now Aurora will try to cash in on this late flurry. It's in the slot. Bazzelli chops at it, laying out, and the glove stop by Traver. Was looking more like an outfielder that time, trying to lay out for a sinking liner. She holds on, and Aurora will get one more try with 5.8 seconds remaining in the period. And Elliott on the forehand will draw in here, and you wonder, will she go for a shot or simply just try to play it to the overloaded side? That was the former, but the shot didn't make it through, and Marian will extinguish the final seconds of the opening period. Rough start, very good finish for Aurora. They end up out shooting Marian 13-7 in an active period. They trailed 2-1 through 20 minutes. Here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. We'll bring you the totals and see what's happening later tonight around the NCHA. This is Aurora University Women's Hockey. 2-1 through 20 minutes. Marian leads Aurora. We'll take a look at the totals in just a moment. In for Bill Downing today, I'm Sean Fry. Thanks for being here. The rest of the women's NCHA slate is coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. It's St. Norbert at Concordia, Wisconsin, and Adrian, the 4th-ranked Bulldogs, at home against Lake Forest. And at 6:30 Central Time, Trine at Lawrence. And at 7 o'clock tonight, MSOE hosts Dubuque. For this matchup, Aurora and Marian, it is a home and home. So Aurora will be at Marian tomorrow for an 11 a.m. start. That'll be a short turnaround. And then tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Lawrence hosts Trine, Dubuque at MSOE, Lake Forest at Adrian, and then at 4 o'clock Central, they'll switch the series to De Pere, and St. Norbert will host Concordia, Wisconsin. Men's hockey tonight, Aurora and Marian. That is at 7 o'clock. The Spartans ranked 5th in the nation, the latest USCHO poll. So if you're looking for a little more hockey tonight, I'll just stick around after this one's over, and we'll play 2 here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. First period, it was a tough start for Aurora. At 16 seconds, Ella Spies, a shot from the point, caught a stick, an Aurora stick at that, and was perfectly placed. Zoe Campbell never saw it. 1-0, and then at 5:16, Piper Miller, off a face-off win by Sydney Shipper, stepped into the circle and fired it past the blocker of Campbell. 2-0 start. Marian hasn't scored more than 2 this season. Well, they were at that number, and they were at it rapidly, but Aurora from that point was the considerably better hockey team. They would outshoot Marian 16-7 for the period in total, and they would get one back at 14-13, where Emiliana Casillo circled the net, threw a backhand feed into the slot, and Tegan Moffitt found the loose puck and slipped it past Jillian Traver. That was the scoring after 20 minutes. Traver with 15 stops, Campbell with 5. Team switch ends, Aurora wearing their cream and blue home uniforms. Blue shoulders and pants and stripes, as well as numbers and the logo, of course. And Marian left to right, wearing black uniforms with blue and white stripes, the Marian logo on the front of the uniform. Long change in the second period. And the teams will need to be wary of getting the puck all the way down before trying to make the change. Jones and Cook are in for the draw. Begin the second period, and Aurora wins it cleanly. Faceoffs were 10-7 in favor of Aurora in the opening session. They take it right into the Marian end and lose the puck in front. It's off the wall, but held in by Moffitt. To Elliott on the half wall, taken away from her by Jones. And Larson looking to clear and fires it off the boards, and it's picked off. Gorski took it away from Rook and blew a tire. That will allow Aurora to retake possession and try to break out. Gorski went down again. And post to Cook on the wall. It's taken away from her. Second attempt, Larson holds the line, and Fand was loose near center ice for a moment. Marian will play it deep, and Aurora will regroup. Cook got a piece of that. It was well behind the red line, and down it goes for icing, so Aurora won't get that change after all. And the faceoff will come down to the right of Campbell. I mentioned Marian's only led through 20 minutes twice, but they've won both games. Aurora 0-5-1 when trailing through 20 minutes this season. Both their wins came when they were tied through 20. Chimenti, a backhand look, but just missed the far corner. Comes the other way and out to center, where Elliott skates onto it with speed. Takes it to the post and missed wide of the goal. She'll follow it as it comes out to the near side and battles with Powers. Scriver held the line. There was no one for Aurora to go get it. Marian's not able to clear. Doctor onto the loose puck. Elliott followed. Her pass caught a stick, ends up at the side of the net. Bazzelli was jamming at it, and it's loose for Heidi, who will get it out to center. Keilana Schmidt's on it. Chimenti will hook her and draw the penalty. So Aurora will go to the power play. Here comes Campbell to empty the net. Doctor lost the puck, and as it's touched up, Aurora will go to the second power play of the night. Not quite 2 minutes in to the second period. Hooking the call on Chimenti, who is playing something of a home game today. She's from nearby Woodridge, played for the Glenview Stars. Aurora wins the draw, and they'll go to work on the power play after failing to score on their first attempt. Cook at the point. Pass along the wall was intercepted and cleared. Aurora had 4 shots on its first power play. Wasn't able to slip one past Jillian Traver, and they had opportunities. Now they can't get it out of their own end. Pass was tipped, and Spiess sends it 100 feet remaining behind the Aurora goal. So the first 35 seconds on the penalty have elapsed. Now Post will gather and is through center. Steps into the slot, shoots, then off the heel of the glove. Traver made the stop. Samira Schmidt held it in. Pass was into the feet of Visser, but it kicks free to Cook. Now Scriver at the point, shoots. That's blockered away by Traver. Cook on it, looking for assistance. A minute gone in the penalty to Chimenti. Cook trades places with Scriver and walks up top. Schmidt on the far wall. Hits the brakes, lost the puck. It's to the line, not out. Scriver held it. Elliott from her knees almost set a pick. Scriver puts a shot wide of the goal. It was sticked away by Traver, and it's cleared by Marian. 35 seconds remaining on the penalty. Aurora will try to get one more rush, and it's ahead for Doctor, who comes in on the left wing. To the post. Centering pass off the stick of Traver, and cleared one more time. The Spartans hurry. They might be able to get one more rush. Stretch pass caught the stick of Lauby. Doctor will follow as Aurora finishes a change. 7 seconds on the player advantage. It's along the wall. Back up the wall, held in at the point. Penalty expires as Visser takes control. Toe drag into the slot. The second toe drag ended up being upended by Gorski, and Marian will send it the length of the ice. Icing is called. And I know there was a reaction from the crowd that there maybe should have been a penalty, but hard to get that call when you're trying a second move on a stationary defender. Well, the arm stays down. Aurora will have the face-off after the icing. They get a fresh unit. Here's Johnson at the point. Pass along the blue line for Rook, whose shot didn't make it through. It's loose to the corner, where Davies picks it up and was cut off there by Gorski. Tired players on the ice for Marian right now. Gorski going up the wall, slipped, but Marian will go the other way, and here's Larson. A toe drag shot was blocked by Schmidt. She plays it off the side of the net as Marian finishes a change. And Schmidt up the far wall, skates the center ice, and it's ahead for Billsboro. Good stick by Mullen at the Marian line. Aurora will gain possession and send it deep. Westfall tries to evade Davies. The breakout pass was stolen by Billsboro. On the backhand, played deep for Schmidt, who was cut off. And Marian out to center ice. It was chipped past Moffitt, who regroups at center. A little more than 5 minutes in. First period went 2-1 for Marian. Second period here has been scoreless, and the Sabres hold the 1-goal advantage. Jones ahead, finds Hunter. She'll play it off the fence. Can't get around Moffitt as Johnson goes over, or rather Brownlee goes over. It is loose in the corner, and Brownlee takes Jones off the puck. And Aurora will have an opportunity to exit here with a 3-on-2 developing. Billsboro finds O'Brien, but Moffitt beat her in to the Marian zone, and a face-off will come outside the Marian line. 14-17 left. Second period of action here in Geneva. It's been a rather lopsided rivalry over the years. Marian's winless in their last 12 games against Aurora. They lost both regular season meetings last season, and then game one of the Slats Cup quarterfinal 5-1 before they tied the second game, and that sent Aurora through. But the Sabres have the advantage right now. Puck in on Campbell, who has to cover. Right now, shots are 3-0 in favor of Aurora for the second period. They have really shut it down defensively, but Marian will get a look here. Bateman, a shot wide. I don't believe it ever made it on Campbell, and it comes to the wall. There's Scriver, will pick it up and comes out to center ice. Rolled off of her stick and gathered up by Billsboro. Was able to find the broken play, but her centering pass didn't find anyone. Kane follows, fans on the shot, goes behind the net. Aurora has the fourth line out. Held in at the line by Williams, but squeaks out through center ice. Aurora regroups, tries to come back the other way. Marian will just play it off the glass and the length. They were at their own line, and so it will go for icing. And Aurora will get a fresh unit. And it looks like Campbell did get a piece of Bateman's shot, if only narrowly, and that is the first shot on goal of the period for the Sabres. Doctor in for the draw. They split her 4 faceoffs so far. I don't know how they'll score that one, but Aurora will go after it and pick it up in the corner. It's Doctor. After the 50-50 draw, Elliott was rubbed off the play by Shipper, and it's out to the Marian line for Bateman. It was overrun there. She will go off as Aurora tries to come back the other way. Doctor was pushed off the puck that time by Traver, and she will gain the red line, and Marian will finish the change as Johnson retreats to gather for Aurora. Elliott, long breakout pass, and Visser picks it up. In on Traver, the shot was kicked away. Visser followed and put it on the cage. It went through the blue paint, and Marian heads the other way, but a good stick by Brownlee breaks up the rush, and Aurora will change as they sweep it deep into the Marian zone. Visser following, puts pressure on Spiess, almost won the puck. It's washed along the wall for Gorski, who gave it away to Post in the slot and fired it, went 5-hole on Traver, who slammed the door to keep it 2-1. On Gorski, the senior, team's leading scorer a year ago, does not make that type of mistake often, put it right on the tape of Zara Post, who couldn't finish it off. Aurora wins the draw. Moffitt tees it up. It was off the stick of Cook and turned away by Traver. Would have been curious if that would have counted if she had made contact. But it's still in the Marian end. Here's Post, a shot off a stick and high. Aurora all over Marian ever since that 2-0 lead. It's loose at the Marian line. Visser taken down, and Gorski will pick it up and head the other way. Down the right wing into the Aurora end. On the backhand, through the slot, no one home. It's to the line and not out. Laube. And it's Larson who will go after it. She's taken down. Aurora maintained possession after that and then iced the puck. It's waved off. So there's Dulene. Gave it away on the half wall. Samira Schmidt's after it. Working on Church Sowinski. Puck's loose in the corner. Laube tries again. Gets it up the wall to Schmidt. We'll send it out to Hunter, and now Church Sowinski couldn't get it out of her skates, and Keilana Schmidt will pick it up. There are 3 players last name Schmidt on the ice right now, which is making things very difficult for me. Now the one for Aurora has gone off. We got a puck played with a high stick by Marian, and Aurora will have a face-off in the Marian end. I got to tell you, I didn't know what to do there. We were about to shift in the first name mode. Mallory Schmidt's going to remain out there. It looks like she's going to be the only one remaining on the ice. Marian wins the draw. They'll work it up the near wall. Here is Schmidt. Plays it forward, but too far ahead, and that'll allow Johnson to get on it for Aurora. To the line, Lauby keeps it in. Couldn't get it deep. It's in the high slot, still loose, and now onto the stick of Courtney Rook, who will come through center ice. The defenseman shoots, send it wide. Williams follows and is pinned up behind the Marian net. Casillo trying to get on it. Williams tipped it free into the corner. Now they battle again. And now Church will come to it, but gets it to the line, not out. Brownlee fires a slap shot wide. Williams picks up the puck. She's taken down. It's been a tough shift for the junior from Ottawa, who picks herself up and will go back to the bench as it's in to the Aurora end. Mallory Schmidt picks up the loose puck inside the line. A backhand shot was tipped and had to be blockered down by Campbell. Up the near wall it goes. We're past the midway point of the second period. 2-1 Aurora leading. O'Brien, the takeaway at the red line, walks in. Shot wide of the goal. Moffitt activates. Comes down the wall, throws it into the slot. That was kicked free, and it's out to center ice, where Miller is on it for Marian. She loses an edge. Larson skates to the loose puck. Into the corner in the Aurora end. Centers it. It's not there, and Bazzelli gets free. The senior captain, 2-on-1 down the right wing, shoots, shoulder save, loose right back to Bazzelli, and Traver got to it, made the stop. It comes out in front to the line, not out. Schmidt's shot was blocked. Second shot was blocked. Westfall can't get it out as Elliott takes it away. She's taken down. The arm comes up, and Aurora will go back to the power play. And Elliott was slow to get up. Looks like she's okay, and Westfall's going to go off for checking. A flurry of activity. Olivia Bazzelli has outscored this season. Had a great look. The rebound came back to her on the doorstep, but Traver was able to get over. Aurora has absolutely dominated this game. It was 2-0 when Marian went to the power play for too many players on the ice. From that point forward, Aurora has outshot Marian 21-2. We've got 8:59 to play in the second period. So far, Aurora has only been able to solve Jillian Traver one time. Has not been for a lack of effort. Cook in for the draw opposite Bateman. Aurora will take control. Cook on the half wall. Looking and finds Schmidt at the point, who shoots. It's tipped and sticked aside by Traver. Up the wall, not out. Schmidt got to it. Good stick, Bateman. And it's out to center ice, if only narrowly. Schmidt now to Visser on the near wall. Jones is all over her. Brownlee comes down the point. Gets to the Marian line, but out. And they'll clear, but only as far as the Aurora line. Schmidt gloved it down, and Bateman skated right to it. Her shot placed well, but Campbell makes the stop. And Aurora comes the other way. 45 seconds into the penalty to Westfall. Visser hits the brakes. Feeds Schmidt. Toe drag into the slot. Shoots and sent it wide. Post follows. A battle on the wall. And won by Aurora. Scriver now at the point. Looks. She shoots off the skate of Mullen and right into the logo of Traver. Some inadvertent friendly fire, and Aurora a good opportunity. They'll have 52 seconds remaining in the penalty. 7:51 left here in the second. And Elliott is out for the faceoff. Won cleanly by Marian. Couldn't clear. Went off the stick of Elliott, who sends it behind the net for Doctor. To Billsboro on the wall. Tried to get it deep. Marian took it away but couldn't clear. There's Billsboro again. Her centering pass. No one for Aurora was home, and Church Sawinski didn't catch it clean and was able to get a piece and send it out to center ice. Aurora will try one more time with 25 seconds left on the penalty. Here's Elliott down the right wing. Caught a stick, comes through. Stick was slashed out of her hands. No call, and it's pinned up in the corner. Elliott isn't anywhere near her stick, so that will more or less finish the power play. Gorski picks it up, sends it deep. And Aurora with another couple of chances. 2 shots on the power play, but nothing to show for it. Final 7 minutes of the second period. Still 2-1 Sabres. And Casillo over the line. Plays it around Tadovich into the corner. She is pinned up there. Doctor picked up the loose puck, tried to sweep it in front, didn't make it through. Tadovich gathers. She'll just ice the puck. Rook will hustle down. Icing was waved off. That's an interesting decision. The linesman was saying it was icing, and perhaps it was the angle Rook took to the puck, but Aurora will now try to battle to get out of their own end, and they do. Icing waved off here. Casillo out of a cannon all the way down and touches up in the corner and battles there. Shipper kicks it free for Marian, skates behind her own net, but it's held into the line by Johnson. Williams will follow that as Tadovich gets to it, tries again up the wall. This time it's off the shoulder of Larson and out to center. Miller following. Johnson, good body position, takes possession and will reverse and go behind her own net, try going out the other way. To Davies, and now Kane. And Shipper gets in the way and takes it back for Marian in her own end. And Traver's pass took the stick out of the hands of Davies. Marian out to center ice, taken away by Rook, and she'll send it in and go off. Schmidt for Davies, centered it off a stick and just wide of Billsboro. Now to the point. Keilana Schmidt got a piece of that. It was picked up by Laube, and she'll come through center and clear and get a change. Got 5:06 left. Scriver goes down in front. No call there. Aurora maintains possession. Here is Samira Schmidt down the right wing. Dropped it off to Billsboro. Her shot hit a stick off the glass, rolled right in front. Billsboro picks it back up and sends it into the corner for Schmidt, who comes up the wall. Was overrun by Westfall. It comes out to the point. It is jammed at just off of the Aurora bench. Aurora will take the opportunity to change as the puck battle comes free to Visser, and a good stick by Westfall took it off of Visser's twig and out to center ice. Spartans re-racking in their own end. Post wins the puck at center and comes in down the wing. Her shot blocked by Traver. Out to the point. Brownlee fires. It's on the goal line and held in with a little help from Westfall. Traver saves a goal. Brownlee with the one-time slap shot just inside the line. I think it got a stick in front and nearly got through the freshman netminder. It was rolling. Westfall saw it and stuffed it into the pad of Jillian Traver. Aurora has been so close. 27 shots to 9. The advantage. Meanwhile, right at center ice, Ellie Visser is called for a hook just after the face-off. And Marian will go to the power play for the second time today. 16 minutes. Visser for hooking. And Aurora's leading point scorer will sit for a couple of minutes. It's one shot on the last power play for the Sabres. Well, right now, Ellie Visser had a broken stick. They allowed her to go and corral a new one, so she goes back in with a stick that is not broken. Face off, comes out to the blue line, is chopped at, kicked, and Aurora finally will clear. Scriver, a pirouette at the blue line, gained control and could only get it as far as the Marian line. Scriver's all over it right now. It's free and along the wall to Spiess. At the Sabres' first goal, shoots, not any traffic there, and an easy stop for Campbell. He's only had to make 8 so far today. Certainly after the first salvo by the Sabres, the Aurora defense has tightened up considerably. And even the first one, it's a tough situation. I'm not sure that Campbell ever saw it. The second one was right off the face-off. I think Aurora's gotten all the stops that they could ask for, and they played very well in front of Campbell so far. Laube fanned on a shot. Aurora couldn't take advantage. Now Davies loses her stick as Bateman shoots. That got through traffic. Campbell covered, but a stick got onto her glove and pried it loose. And I think the whistle was coming anyway, but again, they frown on that. 46 seconds have elapsed in the penalty to Visser. Cook ties up the draw, and a good stick by Moffitt sends it to center. So far, not much. It's the one very easy stop for Zoe Campbell so far on this power play. To the side of the net, rolls in front. Campbell covers up. No reason to take any chances. Final 3 minutes of the second period. Aurora's shots on goal advantage for the period is 10-4. They've spent a great deal of the last 25 minutes, for that matter even longer, in the Marian end. The Sabres with the power play trying to get set up. It's swept behind the goal. Miller and Schipper trying to jam it free as Scriver was on it. Now Schipper gets to it. Backhand centering feed didn't make it through. Scriver up the wall, and it's a 2-on-1 for Aurora. Post coming in with Cook. Here's Post, shoots, scores! The short-handed goal by Zara Post has tied it up with 2:40 to play in the second. It is Aurora's first short-handed goal of the season, Post's third tally of the campaign. And we have a brand new hockey game at Fox Valley Ice Arena. Post goes to the glove side and snapped it just over the pad of Jillian Traver. Not where you expect the offense to come from for how much Aurora has dominated at 5-on-5 to this point. They got a rush and made no mistake. They win the ensuing face-off and send it the length. Well, Marian can't get out of their own end. There's 25 seconds left on the penalty to Visser. Post at 17:20. I'm going to see if there's any other assists here. It's down in the Aurora end as we speak. Here's Gorski, hit the crossbar. Spiess then fires. That goes wide as the penalty expires. Laube didn't connect on the shot. It goes out to Visser at center, and a good stick by Spiess. Broke up the rush. At the end of a shift, she'll send it in and go off. Now Visser down the near side. It's taken down by Spiess. Church will pick up the loose puck and come out from behind her own net. Ahead to Schmidt at center ice. We'll simply have to play it deep. trying to determine if there's going to be any assists here, and we'll let you know in a moment. A loose puck right in front, ended up being chopped over the Aurora net. There's 1:21 left in the frame as Rook and Schmidt battle behind the Aurora cage. It's up the wall. To the point, not out. Traver tried to funnel a pass into the circle. It didn't get through. And now ahead for Doctor. She'll send it past Church for Elliott, who follows in the corner. A centering pass off a skate came out to Rook, who shot. That was blocked by Hunter. But she is at the end of a shift and exhausted. That'll allow Johnson to overrun her. Scriver will get the assist on the post shorthanded goal. The penalty has expired now. There's 41 seconds remaining in the period as the puck goes in on Campbell by Miller. Johnson circling, lost the puck right in front, and it's rescued by Rook and over the Aurora line narrowly. Dangerous decision, nearly cost the Spartans. They'll gather behind their own net. Johnson to the wall for Williams, out to center, and picked up just past the Aurora line by Miller, who came in offside. 11.7 seconds remaining. The shorthanded goal for Zara Post snaps a 7-game skid without a goal. And the assist for Annabelle Scriver was her first point in her last 5. So both players no doubt feeling some relief. Final seconds run off the clock here, and we will go to the third period all tied up. Aurora with a massive shots advantage again. But it's the shorthanded goal from Post that levels the contest. It's 2-2 through 40 minutes between Marian and Aurora here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. The totals and the exciting finish to this one are coming up. This is Aurora University women's hockey. It's 2-2 through 40 minutes. An exciting third period. Women's hockey between Aurora and Marian is on the way. In for Bill Downing, I'm Sean Fry. Thanks for being here. Aurora has outshot Marian 27-11 for the game, including 11-4 in the second period. For all that, just the one goal, but a big one. It was Zara Post at 17:20 shorthanded. Annabelle Scriver with the assist. It was Aurora's first shorthanded tally of the season, and what a time for it. So far, that's been the only goal on special teams. Aurora's power play is 0 for 3 despite 9 shots. Marian has 3 shots on 2 power plays without scoring on either. Zoe Campbell hasn't had much to do, just 9 stops so far in this one. Jillian Travers had quite a bit more to contend with in her net. She's made 25 stops and has been very tough. And quite frankly, the way that really about the last half hour of hockey has gone, Traver is the reason that this is a hockey game at all. Aurora has been all over the Sabres. Try to keep that up for 20 more minutes and try to come away with a regulation victory. Should be only their third of the season and second prior to overtime this year. Cook and Jones in for the draw, and Aurora tried to play it through, but a good stick by Spees. She gathers and will come out from her own end here on the fresh ice in Fox Valley. Spees with speed through center and shoots. It's well wide of the net. Brownlee will chip it, and Visser will come for it. The top Aurora line on the ice. Post, the goal already, pulls it to the forehand, into the corner and out to the point. Scriver's there. Found Visser, who was upended as the pass didn't connect, and Marian off the glass. And to the red line for Keelana Schmidt. Calmly finds Scriver. Her bank pass missed everyone. Aurora changes, Marian will as well as Gorski fires it deep. The opening minute of the third is a stalemate. Could very well be in next goal wins territory. Good move by Doctor to get free through center, and now Bazzelli comes down the wing. Sends it wide of the goal. Up the wall, the puck comes, held in for a moment, past Westfall, and that'll allow Doctor to get to the puck. She takes down Westfall, who is in pain. And despite the puck being in Aurora's possession, Westfall in enough distress that the official will blow the whistle, and they will go check on the junior. And it was a tough situation as Doctor was coming over, just trying to win the puck, lifted Westfall's stick, and I'm not sure if their skates came together, but Westfall went down and into the boards hard. So she'll be checked on. A minute and 14 seconds into the third period. Aubriella Westfall helped off and is having a seat on the Marian bench, so we'll see if she's able to resume. It was an awkward fall and a puck battle with Courtney Doctor. Doctor lifted the stick, then came back on the other side, and again, not sure if it was a collision of skates, but Westfall went down legs first into the boards and is being attended to on the Marian bench. We're back to play here in a 2-2 game, now 90 seconds into the third period. Marian rims this along the far wall and out to center ice. Aurora trying to play it in. That one off the linesman. Marian, their own end. The Aurora line, they lose control there. Chimenti battles with Johnson, who maintained possession. Plays catch with Moffitt and went through her skates. To the wall for Bazzelli, who calmly let Chimenti fly by. And Aurora will try to break out. Elliott up the wall. Gets it back at the red line, and here's Bazzelli. Roll off the toe of her stick. Moffitt's there. She sends it in, and Aurora will finish change. Samira Schmidt's after it. Comes to the point for Brownlee, who holds it in. Loose. Aurora can't take control at the Marian line. It's out to the red line and hammered back in to the Sabres' end by Aurora, where Mullen tries to get away from Schmidt. Has it behind her own net. 17:24 left in the third. Schmidt, a stick lift, and took the puck away. Delayed penalty coming up, and Aurora is going to go to the power play. And Summer Mullen is called for a hold. Oh, stand corrected. It was Mullen. She peeled away. Now the freshman heads to the penalty box, and Aurora will go to the power play for the fourth time. 9 shots. They have sprayed the Sabres net. Have not managed to get one through. I'll win the faceoff and get right into action. Shot from tough angle, came right out to Cook, who hit the goalpost. To the line and not out. Brownlee holds it in, threw it into the slot off the skate of Gorski, and she'll finish it. Golden opportunity for Aurora. Sharp angle shot by Brownlee. Traver lost it. It was sitting for Kara Cook, who hit the iron. 30 seconds gone in the penalty. It's out to center ice again. Jones waved at it, didn't get there, and Aurora heads the other way. It's picked off at center ice by Spiess. It was 1-on-2, and they'll just send it behind the Aurora red line. AU the other way as they get a change. Pass through the legs of Doctor. No icing here. As Tadovich gets to it. Along the wall, not out. Moffitt. That was Billsborough. Seam pass. Did not find a home. It's loose. Top of the circle and gathered by Elliott. The slap shot high. And Billsborough will battle with Tadovich. The puck's won back to the point for Moffitt. Now Scriver, who shoots. It caught a skate and carry him to the near wall. 36 seconds left on the penalty to Mullen. As Moffitt has it at the point. Scriver now. Slap pass to the doorstep, and it jumped the stick of Billsborough. It comes to Shipper, and she'll clear. Anxious moments. Aurora just the one shot on the power play for now, with one last rush here with 15 seconds left. Well, they're not going to get one. That got over the stick of Doctor. It goes the length. Behind the net, Marian will try to clear one more time. It's turned over. Billsborough is shot off a skate and wide as Mullen rejoins the play. Johnson now to it. That's Visser in the circle. Snaps a shot. Save made. Second attempt turned away as well as it goes up the wall and out to center ice. And Moffitt will get to it. Now Johnson in her own end for Aurora, up the wall for Visser, and a good pass. Cook, who's over the blue line looking for help. Off the glass, awkward bounce off a stanchion, and it settles in the circle for Church. Will try to skate it out and does. But a pass through the stick of Rook, so icing's waved off. Johnson will go get it. couldn't clear her own zone. Miller held it in. That bounced off the top of the glass. Rook is there. It's again trying to clear the zone for Aurora, can't do it. Cook gets to the puck, sends it to the far wall now. 14:22 left. A turnover centered. Big stop by Campbell on Church from point blank range. And then a stoppage as Zara Post is in pain behind the Aurora goal. Zoe Hunter moments earlier winning a puck battle and a perfect pass to Olivia Church, and Zoe Campbell wasn't having any of it. It stays 2-2. And now for the second time in this period, the trainers are off the bench to attend to an injured player. 14:16 left, 2-2. And certainly hope that both players will be able to resume. Didn't really see exactly what happened. At least not as it happened, but we'll see if Post will be able to continue here after the trainers check on her. What preceded it was something of a scramble. Aurora trying to get it out of their own end. Just looked like a non-contact situation. We were able to get another look here. So Post is going to go off. Now, we haven't seen Westfall return to the ice for Marian just yet. We'll see if Post is able to continue after she gets some treatment on the Aurora bench. The faceoff is to the left of Campbell. Not quite 6 minutes into the third period. Aurora with the faceoff win. It's free to Scriver. We'll just chip it to center ice, or Spiess gets to it and fires it back into the Aurora end. Up the wall for Billsboro. Looking for room, has it to Davies, who plays it center ice and gave it away there, and Spiess is on it with one already. Her backhand shot caught a stick. The rebound was directed wide. Spiess on it again, plays it to the side of the goal. Gorski tries to jam it. It's loose in front and sent wide. A good look by Bateman, but she couldn't put it home. Aurora to the line and not out. And swept out by Doolin, and Gorski comes after it again. A couple players go down in a heap behind the Aurora net. And a hand pass, but it is legal on the defensive end, and Aurora will take control and go through center. Here's Billsboro right in on Traver off her pad and wide. Samira Schmidt follows. Aurora finishing a change. Second line onto the ice for Aurora as Marian clears their own end, and will get a change of their own. Stretch pass here. Bazzelli didn't catch the pass of the blue line, but Aurora not quick enough to catch the Sabres in a change. There's 12:45 left. A 2-2 game. Marian has looked a lot better in the third period than they did for much of the first and second frames. Great start, been a little lackluster ever since. They've been able to play a little more evenly here in the third. Shipper unable to clear her own end. Second attempt was knocked down by Doctor at the blue line as she was laying on the ice. She picks the puck up and comes in on the far wing. Into the corner, centers it, didn't get it through. Laube was there. Now Elliott to the wall looking for possession. Pulls it out, shoots, it's blocked. Shipper's there and clears. And Shipper, like Jones, another player listed as a defenseman who has been thrust into duty at forward. 3-on-2 developing for Marian. Schmidt. Shot didn't make it through, out to the line. Tadovich, that hit a stick and went wide. on the half wall. Settled by Rook. Church overran her, but a good second effort, and Rook gets it out to center. Aurora the other way. Here's Cook down the right wing in the Marian end. He lost her skates as Tadovich picks up the loose puck. Gave it away to Billsboro. Now Church to the loose puck in the corner and out to the red line. Scriver tees it up and sends it in. Aurora tags up, comes back after it. Up the wall for Hunter and out to center for Church. Marian will go for a change. Aurora wins the puck. Here's Keelana Schmidt skating it through center. Visser following her. Visser now goes for a change. The puck goes through the slot. Billsboro will have it. Finds Cook in the circle. Shoots just wide. It comes up the wall for Keelana Schmidt, who is boarded. Delayed call as Davies picks up the puck. The drag in front. Backhand shot turned away by Traver. It's touched up by Gorski, and Aurora will have a critical power play with 10:40 to play. Well, very obvious. Zoe Hunter will go off for the board. Well, I guess it would have been a pick your penalty situation. They'll get checking from behind. I think they had any of 3 to decide between. But it's 2 minutes all the same. And Aurora was 10 shots on 4 power plays. Will try to take their first lead of the night. They can find a way to slip one past Jillian Traver. It's been difficult today. They win the draw. Brownlee to Cook at the hash marks on the half wall. Trades places with Brownlee, threw it in front off the stick of Post, who is back out for Aurora. Spartans maintain possession. Here is Post with it. Cook, and now Schmidt at the point. The errant pass. Aurora struggling to connect on passes right now, and Marian takes advantage and clears. We are midway through the third. There's a minute 20 to play on the power play. A checking from behind penalty on Bateman. Samira Schmidt, her pass through center. It's too far forward, but Marian wasn't able to clear. Schmidt directed a pass wide of the goal, and Elliott skates to it. Now Scriver from the slot shoots. That was wide. Aurora regroups again. Scriver at the blue line. Finds Elliott in the circle. Her shot, or centering pass rather, for Billsboro was turned away. Back to the point again for Scriver. Elliott, the drag to the backhand, shoots! Kick save Traver. Billsboro jams at it. It's loose at the side of the net, and Traver covers. And for the second time, a puck right on the stick of an Aurora player with an open net, but not able to get the handle and put it home. There's 34 seconds left on the penalty to Traver, or rather on the penalty to Hunter. Scriver, the slap shot blocked down. It came back to her. Backhand feed is wide. Billsboro follows. And out to the point for Moffitt. Now Scriver again. She shoots through traffic. Blocker save. Elliott gets to the loose puck in the corner. Her centering pass off a stick. Found Billsboro in the circle and is swept out to Moffitt. She shoots. It's blocked and cleared. And that's going to do it for the penalty to Hunter, who rejoins the play. And again, not for a lack of volume. Oh, big mistake by Aurora. Nearly gave it away in their own end as Campbell was getting back into the net, but all's well that ends well, and Visser goes the other way. She skated into the slot, was dispossessed, and now the Sabres will go up the wall and try to get forward themselves. Here is Hunter, her shot off the leg of Rook and wide. Schmidt follows and plays it behind the Aurora goal. 8:07 left in the third. Johnson on the puck for Aurora. Guides it out to center ice. She's up from the blue line on the forecheck. It's into the Aurora end. Rook trying to play it up the wall and out. Gave it away. Here's Jones, shoots a high shot. Campbell had to go up to get it and held on. Shots are 35-14 for Aurora. 7-3 for the period so far. 7:47 left. Aurora has been to overtime 4 times this season. Face-off win for the Spartans, trying to get it out of their own end, and Scriver will do the honors. She skates it to the red line, but not around Traver. Westfall back out on the ice for Marian. That's good news. So both of the players who had injury stoppages are back. And Aurora with numbers. O'Brien, a pass off a leg and wide. It comes out to the slot for Schmidt. Leaves it for Keelanu. Fires, blocked down in front. Sabres trying to skate it out. They give it away instead. It's on the wall. And the Sabres get control. Jones at the end of a shift will play it in on Campbell. Settles it for Keelana Schmidt. And now Moffitt through center ice. Ahead the Doctor was taken off of her stick. Aurora's changing as the puck comes to Brownlee at the red line, and she'll bring it in. Stood up at the hash marks. That'll allow Larson to skate to the loose puck. She dropped it off to Elliott. Her shot off a stick, loose in front, and then calmly skated to the corner and played the center ice. A near disaster there, and then a steal. Here's Miller in on Campbell. She's taken down. She ends up with Brownlee crashing into Campbell, and now Marian will get a power play in the final minutes here. It's going to be Moffitt going off for a trip. Well, the Marian power play has not generated very much. Aurora would like to keep it that way and keep this game level. And, of course, Marian will have to be careful, having already surrendered a shorthanded tally this afternoon. Anxious moments down the stretch here at Fox Valley Ice Arena. It's been a great game. And there's more hockey later on, 7 o'clock. AU and Marian in men's hockey. Face-off win, Larson from the slot, hit the goalpost. They follow from Shipper right along the ice. Campbell finds it and covers up. That's the third post for Marian in this hockey game. My goodness. Aurora will win this draw. Scriver right up the middle. Got a good stick by Spiess. Keeps it from going the full distance, and then she just gave it away. That should be icing. Oh, they'll wave it off. That's an interesting decision. And then Aurora can't clear it. Ends up right in front to Shipper. Stick save by Campbell. Oh, my goodness. What a stop by Campbell on Miller, who had the follow in front. Now Aurora will clear. Zoe Campbell's best stop of the day. And what a time for it. After a questionable no icing, led to a wide open shot in front for Shipper, and then the follow by Miller. Aurora will clear at the length again. 1:05 left here in the third, or rather on the penalty to Moffitt. 5:21 left here in the third. Marian back through center ice and into the Aurora end. Gorski, sharp angle shot, goes wide. It comes to the point for Traver, whose shot caught a leg and didn't make it through. Brownlee settled it and cleared. 35 seconds to play on the woman advantage. Fresh penalty killers for Aurora. And Traver through center ice is taken off the puck by Scriver, who slams on the brakes behind the Aurora net as time continues to elapse on the penalty. Moffitt ready to rejoin the play. Now you're in a dangerous situation. It came free to Gorski. Campbell was looking the wrong way, and Gorski jams it into a wide open net with 8 seconds left on the penalty. And the Marian power play that has struggled so much this year has connected on back-to-back games. And the Sabres have scored 3 goals for the first time this season. With 4:29 remaining, the Sabres have retaken the lead. Gorski's 4th of the season, which ties for the team lead. It almost has to be unassisted for where it came out of, and it's a tough situation. Campbell was looking over her right shoulder. It came out over her left shoulder. She never saw it. Aurora trying to avoid a 6th straight loss. And will now most likely need bonus hockey in order to do it. Gorski was the last one in. The puck just happened to kick free. A tough spot. Aurora doing everything it needed to do. A good heads-up play by the senior from Milwaukee. Found the loose puck. Knew exactly what to do with it. So Aurora now pressing, trying to come up with the equalizer. Marian sends it in on Campbell. Aurora will have to go the full 200 back up the ice. 15:31 the time of the goal. 4 minutes left. Aurora's outshot Marian nearly 2-1, 37-19, and are behind on the scoreboard. It's a long shot from Elliott that'll be gloved and held on to by Traver. She's looking for her first career win and is in line to do it, and has been very good this afternoon. On what would certainly be one of Aurora's best performances offensively in terms of shots, zone time, scoring chances, and it's just not fair that way sometimes. There's still time left. Here's Schmidt, centers it, and make it through. Bazzelli left it to the point, and it was turned over at the Marian line. Aurora will get it back at their own blue and try to get forward one more time. It's ahead to Bazzelli, who's behind the defense. She shoots into the logo of Traver. 3:20 left, and Aurora down by a goal. We have to think we're not far from Campbell exiting the net. Likely be much closer to a minute remaining. Aurora wins the draw. Schmidt sent a shot wide. Cook will get to it and lost the puck. Schipper is on it. And will get it out to center ice, where Cook tried to glove it down and finds Scriver. Up the boards for Post, it missed her. And the Sabres try to sweep it into the Aurora end. Cut off by Keelana Schmidt. And out to center for Cook. 2-on-2. She feeds Post. Taken off of her stick. She'll follow it to the corner. Throw it in front. Caught the stick of Cook. Went up into the air about crossbar height, and then Traver held on there. 2:40 remaining here at Fox Valley. Elliott on her forehand, in for the draw, and played it forward. Right as designed, she gets to it, throws it in on goal, turned away. Bazzelli wins the puck back. It's back in front again. That was threaded through the slot, and Spiess will come up with it for Marian. She gains the red line and sends it deep. Miller will get to it on the corner wall as at the end of a shift, and Aurora will take back possession. Pass behind Bazzelli, who's trying to get to it at the Marian stripe. Wasn't able to get possession. And Marian through center ice, where Johnson will take it away and around Larson. Aurora looking to get ahead on the rush. Johnson was taken off the puck. Aurora re-racks in their own end in the final 2 minutes. 3-2, Sabres leading. Doctor couldn't complete the toe drag. Spiess fires it back into the Aurora end. Won't be long till Campbell heads to the bench. Here's Visser, sharp angle, blockered away by Traver. Another tough shot. Cook loose in the slot. And then to the side of the goal, Moffitt shoots, and they're signaling a goal. Tegan Moffitt has tied it up. There were players in the net. I thought I heard a whistle. Play continued, and Moffitt never gave up on the play and has tied it up. Oh, a wild play. Tegan Moffitt has tied this game at 3 with 1:29 left. Is there one more left? Bateman on the near wall. Gorski's shot wide of the net. To the stick of Billsborough, and she'll come through center. Cook will have an assist. Moffitt's second of the day, her first career multi-goal game. Marian to the red line. And Aurora, 50 seconds left. Breaking out, moving up ice. Here's Doctor down the wing. To the backhand, taking it to the post in front. Elliott got a piece, and Traver came up with a big stop. Aurora has taken its timeout. The faceoff's going to be taken out of the Marian end. Aurora's not real happy about. Well, 37 seconds left. Aurora will chase the puck into their own end. One more rush up ice. It's turned over in the Aurora end. Church drags it into the circle and right in to the pad of Campbell. Well, this game has had it all, and it'll have one more face-off to the side of one of these nets. It's to the left of Campbell, so it looks like Marian will get the last opportunity. It's one right in front and taken away by Schmidt, who will start one last rush for Aurora. 10 seconds now. Cook had a roll off her stick, tried to play it down toward the blue, off the wall through center ice. Final seconds, that's it. Here for regulation at Fox Valley Ice Arena. Well, Tegan Moffitt with a 2-goal day after Cook threw it into traffic. And Traver was really boxed out by her own teammates. The puck came loose to Moffitt, and she put it in the back of the net to tie it up. Just moments after Jaden Gorski had appeared to give Marian the winning goal. Instead, it's the 5th time in overtime for Aurora. 1 win, 1 loss, and 2 ties. Those went to shootouts. Aurora won one of them and lost the other. Marian has gone to overtime twice, losing one and winning a shootout last Friday, in which they scored twice and Sydney Magnuson made 2 stops, and the 3rd shooter was not necessary. So what are we in store for here? Bonus hockey between Aurora and Marian. Both teams have secured a point. Now they will play for the extra coming up. This is Aurora University women's hockey. Shots are 45-19 in favor of Aurora. Faceoffs are nearly dead even, 26-25 for the Spartans. Goals are exactly dead even, 3-all through 60 minutes. Aurora's overtime winner came back on December 6th. It was against Lawrence. Who will be the hero tonight? 3-on-3, Visser squares off with Jones. Aurora will take possession. It's Billsborough and Brownlee on the ice, and a penalty is upcoming as Billsborough is tripped up, advancing toward the Marian line. Oh, the Marian penalty kill has been very good. 5 for 5 despite giving up 13 shots. Aurora will get an extra skater out. They'll play 4-on-3 for 2 minutes, as Jones will head off here and watch nervously from the penalty box to see if the 3-player penalty kill unit can come up with a stop or if Aurora can walk it off the second time on home ice. Billsborough's in for the draw. Sabres will win that. Spies is looking to get forward, and she does. Will play it off the wall to herself in the Aurora end. She threw it in front. Campbell sticked that away, and Aurora will try to get forward. Billsborough had it taken off of her stick by Gorski, but it's loose at center, and Moffitt will play it forward. Good stick by Spies, wins the puck for Laube, and she clears. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Moffitt out there with a chance at a hat trick, potentially. Schmidt tried to drag it in front, lost the puck. Marian doesn't clear. Scriver holds the line and finds Moffitt. Takes a look, fires, tipped just wide by Schmidt. The line's held, was sitting on the ledge for Scriver. Moffitt went off for Brownlee. She's out at the far point. Scriver had it taken off her stick, and Spies clears. 51 seconds left on the power play. Here is Johnson. Ahead for Cook, who gains the line and skates to the right wing. Plays it around Westfall. Good body position by Westfall, but it's out along the boards and held in by Brownlee. Now Scriver near side, shoots off a leg and into the corner. Aurora will maintain possession. It's Elliott looking for assistance, walks into the slot and shoots off a stick and out of play. 3:12 left in overtime, 20 seconds left on the penalty. Several Aurora players for men's hockey, have emerged from the locker room and are watching the end of this one. Who will win it? Clean face-off win for the Sabres, who then aren't able to clear. Elliott picks it up, skates behind the net, looks for help, centers it just behind Moffitt. She throws it in front. Doctor got a stick on it, and Traver covers up with 5 seconds to play on the woman advantage. Elliott had Moffitt wide open with a chance to bring down the Hats and bring down the house with a game winner, but it was not meant to be. Aurora will get one more shot at it here with the extra player. Marian wins the draw, doesn't clear. Be swept along the blue line for Brownlee. Back to even strength. It's 4-on-4. Brownlee's shot, I think, hit Visser in the helmet as she was taken down. Now they'll play 4-on-4 to the next whistle. Here comes Spiess through center for Marian. She shoots. It's blocked, but it came right back off of a leg and in on Campbell, who covers, and will be back to 3-on-3, potentially for the final 2:35 of overtime. 3-3. Shots are 46-19 in favor of Aurora. They have really piled on shots. Have matched their season high in goals. They can set it. They can come up with one more. Face-off win for Marian. Shot by Spiess. A quick one. And Campbell made a terrific stop. Puck is loose. Wraparound attempt didn't get there. Aurora trying to clear. And they get it out to center for Cook. And now a breakaway, but the pass missed Schmidt. She follows it into the corner. Tried the center for Spiess. It's bouncing around, and a hand pass will be called on Marian. A face-off coming in the Sabres zone. A Marian player ended up on the ice right at the dot. And the pass was just too far forward for Samira Schmidt. Aurora wins this draw on post, drags it into space, in front to Billsborough, who wins it for the Spartans. And Jillian Billsborough with the game winner today. 4-3 Aurora in overtime. A hard-fought effort by Aurora. Down 2-0 in the blink of an eye this afternoon. Battled back to tie, gave up the lead with 4.5 minutes left. Battled back one more time. And Jillian Billsborough's 4th of the season is the one that delivers the victory. Against Lawrence, it was Ellie Visser with the overtime winner. This afternoon, it's the freshman from Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Her 3rd goal in her last 5 games. And it'll move Aurora to 3-10-2 on the season, 3-5-1 in NCHA play. Marian falls to 2-6-1. And now 4-11-1 on the season. Teams will head to Fond du Lac tomorrow afternoon. Most of it will be played in the afternoon. It's going to start at 11 a.m. And if it is even half as good of a game, it's going to be quite a good one tomorrow up at Marian. But it is Jillian Billsborough. After the face-off win, Visser ended up with a 2-on-0. Threaded the pass calmly in front And Billsboro made no mistake to give Aurora a 4-3 overtime win on this Friday afternoon. We've got more hockey. 7 o'clock, AU and Marian in men's hockey. The 5th-ranked Spartans have been on a tear. The highest scoring team in the nation. We'll try to keep it up against the Sabres. We hope you'll join us. One more time, 4-3 in overtime. Aurora defeats Marian. For Bill Downing, I'm Sean Fry. We will see you next time for Aurora University women's hockey here from Fox Valley Ice Arena. Have a good weekend, everyone.